Good morning, everyone. Well, we had some movement last night, which is good. Hope you all took some profits with the shorts. Hope you didn't get burnt too much if you were long. Hope you didn't get burnt at all, to be honest. But yeah, so we had a little bit of sideways action up and down for the last 24 hours, I guess. Another new candle due in a couple of hours, and this one's just going to be indecisive. It's Friday after all. Are we going to get a pump, a dump? It's anybody's guess at the moment. But where I see all the action at the moment is on the lower time frame. But we'll just cover this so it's done. MAs are still trending upwards, higher highs and higher lows continuing. We've put in a higher low now, so there's no reason why we can't make a higher high to go and get that CME gap up the top. But I think all the action's at the 1 hour, to be honest. So you can see the 4 hour, how the 4 hour converts to what the 1 hour chart looks like, and this structure here through the middle, that's the battle zone right now. So that's where it's all happening. So we've gone up and created supply. We've come down here, created demand. So now we're sandwiched right where an old breaker structure is. And if we're bearish, which I am, if you've been following me all week, for the last week, I've been bearish, and did all right out of this short yesterday. I was pretty happy. We had a pretty good trading session last night in Zoom. So make sure you come and join. It's good fun. And I think Alan posted some of his trades and his wins from last night this morning. So I was pretty happy with that and really happy for him too. So anyway, bearish, back to it. I'm considering this one the bear breaker, and I'm also considering it fully reclaimed, and I'm considering this the liquidity grab before we come down and retest from underneath on the hour. So that could take most of the day to play out. It could dump, but the further it dumps, the longer it takes to come up and do a retest. If it does just dump and continue and bust this demand, that's all good and well. We don't need to come back and retest it, but it's leaving liquidity behind. So expect price to return to here. If we're going up, I haven't really thought too much about it because I'm just playing level by level, and I see more short indicators than long. And as you can see, the bullshit meter is turned to, well, we'll go to the other bullshit meter later, but this there's no bull pressure left. I've definitely got a short bias. It's continuing on. It's just doing liquidity. It does doing what it does. And you can see this is chopped. So you have to protect your capital. It's breaking down. It's breaking up. It's breaking down. It's not breaking up at the moment. We've just on the lower time frame, we've made a lower high, and I hope we hold that. So if I get rid of that 1 hour, but you can see how much it's diddling around it. Okay, so we go to the 15-minute. And it's just been playing around there for days. So this was a nice little dump. Well, that was a beauty. And then last night it's come up and made a higher high in the local sort of trend, and a higher low, to be honest. So there's like I said about the hour, it could go up and make a higher high. I'm positioned short again. Got to take what the market gives you, because at the moment all we've done is we're actually in a downtrend because it broke down to last. So this I see as a liquidity grab. It's come up and it's got the liquidity out of these candles. It's pushed up. It's made a vector down, a vector up. So now we need to go down. Oh, it's wicked up and taken all the stops from the shorts here. Asia's not really done too much this morning, which is a right pain in the ass, to be honest. But we've pushed up, which Asia always normally goes the opposite way. That vector will need to be reclaimed. So we're coming down now, even if it's a scalp, but I got in somewhere around about here, and I've got a TP sitting at the bottom of this vector, another one at this vector. I've left that one out because I think if it drops MMAs, it's coming for this one anyway. What I don't like is these two. This is my little tweezer type setup here. I don't like the vectors given equal tails. I just don't like it. It scares me. So that could go against me, to be all in all honesty. But if you wanted to take a short, it's not too late. It's still a decent position size. Keep your risk small, obviously. It's if you put it down to these vectors, it's only a 2-to-1 to there, but if we're zooming out, I really want to see this as a lower high and continue down. No promises. But if you wanted to go long, just hang in there a bit. It's doing a little bit of liquidity up and down. You can see the manipulation here in these candles. It's been a lot of manipulation, actually. All here, all these little ones like this, they just lead to downs. Same thing there. Push down, trap some shorts or late shorts, push up, take out their stops and continue down. These MAs, they'll hunt this MAs for ages and they'll use whatever tactics they can to do it, trap longs and shorts, to be honest. So keep your risk tight. Please, everything I say about risk, when it's chopped like this, up, down, down, up, down, it's just chop. You'll lose your account completely. So time your entries and keep your risk small. We just don't want to see any red vectors down. So we'll go to the real bullshit meter. And the real bullshit meter is just sitting at supply. It's negative pressure and it should turn bearish soon. I hope it turns bearish. Even the meter's saying this is chop. Then you can see it down, up. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's trading in this range. I don't want to see a liquidity grab because there's no vector over here. My stop loss is up here. So I've taken a short in this as well. I'm hoping that this turns full bear real soon. Drop these MAs, maybe pop up back up to supply. You might get a better entry if you're looking for short. But if you're looking for long, you'll have to wait for an entry until it breaks supply. Bulls own that sort of chart, but look at the high time frame, the 1 hour. You can see it's tapped at that supply and it's rejecting. So this is manipulation. All right, so this is the dump. This is manipulation up, and you can see it's curling over. It's now lost the slow MA. I want to see it drop this fast MA on the high time frame. It's not bullish anymore. It's gone to neutral. It's still reading short by my regime. There's a little bit of work to do inside supply. So this candle body being left alone, that's what scares me about this, especially on a high time frame. 4 hour clear rejection from above, but again, work to do inside supply. So higher highs, higher lows, still trending up, but yeah, I'm still bearish. This is saying long on the high time frame. It's dropping the pressure, which is good. I think we're up around the 60s yesterday. Can't remember exactly. But yeah, I've just short Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB. Get rid of all this shit. You don't want to see that. So ETH on the high time frame, you can see we've made a lower high. We've broken structures that are down, which was last, and the bulls haven't been able to recover this. So it backs up my bearish theory. If Ethereum's not pumping, nothing's pumping. So we wait for it's a Bitcoin driven rally, of course, but if ETH's not following, the rest, if they are following, they're just doing liquidity grabs or front running. So once again, I'm short in ETH. You can see here that the bulls broke the structure up. No fight whatsoever. Bears took it out, just completely took it out. No fight. Bulls didn't put up a fight at all. Hovered around here for a while, pushed up. It hasn't retested the underside like I would have liked. However, it's just got continuation. It's a lower high. This is still, I'd like to see a lower low come in before I'm really convinced. So only small positions. We can add to them later. 1 hour. Similar story. Chop, up, down, up. It's just chop. But we stick with the lower highs and lower lows, and I'll be happy. did want to show you taking a short on the NASDAQ. I don't know how that's going to work out, but it's doing well now. So that's the all-time highs. And I've taken a short from the very, very top. I've only got one unit, but there it is. Stop loss to entry already. It'll come back up and get this liquidity in these bodies of the candles. So I've just got stop loss to entry in case it pops through and does a lick grab and then turns around again, but off and running. So that's another good short. Gold, I haven't touched that today. Did really well with this short here. But it's again chop at the moment, but it's trending down. So I'll wait for a retest somewhere because the bulls own this at this stage. Oil, I'm in a long, but it's from, I think it might have been from there. I don't know if it was from here or from there. Anyway, I'm in a long. This double vector thing again, it's just everywhere. So is it going to do this and make a new high or low? I hope so. That'll be real good. And if you get a chance to get in, and Trump's not letting people through, or Iran's not letting people through, and oil price goes up, yep, get in along, I guess. But be careful. Friday tonight going to be pretty volatile. I would think so. I plan any positions I'm in tonight. I think I'll completely get out if they haven't moved. Price action hasn't moved away. Other than that, I really got not too much. I'll probably do a couple today. Natural gas killed me last night. Absolutely killed me. So you can trade that in Bitfunding as well. But what a short that would have been. What a short. That's a ripper. And it doesn't look like it's coming back. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the structure on that. I've been fighting this little bugger all morning, but I'm waiting for a retest from the underside for a short. Just want to see it retest the underside of this breaker structure. So we can call that the breaker candle. We can call that reclaimed, and now a retest from the underside would be good. But if that one's the breaker, we've still got it. It's still got to come up here. Another one that's fighting at the top. Injective. It's playing around here. I've taken a scout entry, but that yellow line, you know, my yellow lines that I like to put. There's a vector candle to the left-hand side for this to pop through and get liquidity if it's still going to go short. So just a little scout, a couple of bucks risk, you know, just to see. It might pop up and get that, and if it pulls back inside the range and creates supply again, I'll go short again, but otherwise it could be long. And it's also depending on what this big boy does. So once again, we'll go through Bitcoin, high time frame, chop at the 4-hour breaker structure. So like I always say, at these areas, you can really make accounts, or you can definitely lose them at these areas. If you're not controlling your risk, it'll chop you out left, right, and center. But high time frame bullish, high highs and high lows, a little bit of bull pressure left still. 1 hour, it's suggesting that we should be going short, and it's got no bull pressure, so no one's really buying. That could be a short-term short. Nonetheless, it's a short. And then low time frame, it's saying chop, so it's just pushing up into supply. It hasn't really made it there yet. There's no vectors on this side that haven't been reclaimed, so that's a good thing. Really want to see a valid retest from underside here though, and I'll add to the short. See how we go. All right, sing out if you want to jump in Zoom, guys, and we'll catch you later, I guess.